Alright.
Alright?
Is it streaming? Wait,
Let me check. It's streaming. But I'm gonna check the YouTube channel.
Wait, but how do I go like all? How do I full screen it?
Full screen?
Yeah, how do I full screen OBS?
Just minus. You know the minus button. Minus the screen. Minimize it.
What do you mean?
Like yeah, the minus on the OBS. Oh wait, do you have to log in first? Do you have to log in first?
I should already be logged in.
Well,
Dude,
I know.
I don't know.
Let me check. I have the password. Here, go on mute real quick. Go on mute. Because we might be streaming.
Screw it.
We might be streaming.
I'm pretty sure I remember it.
Yeah, but people can see.
Screw it. I don't care. Nobody's here. I know.
And you just kind of exposed your email, your the phone number.
Oh my god, dude. Alright, thank you.
Passkey was added to your account.
Go away.
Yes, it was me. Done.
Yeah, we got no viewer, but it's not letting me zoom in on it. Like, how do I do it?
Zoom in on what? You know how to work a computer, right?
No. Dude, this isn't working.
You don't know how to work a computer.
Bro, you're actually messing up everything. Please, teach me how to do this, please.
Just go live.
I am.
You already are live.
No, I can't.
Just click the minimize.
I did.
Click. Which one?
This one.
You know the... Bro. Now click F11 on your...
There, I hit it. Z. Great. For some reason, the hurricane...
He got closer. Here, get out. Click F11. Look, F11.
I did.
Again, minimize.
Dude.
Like, get out that OBS screen, bro. It's still gonna... But don't click the X. Click the minimize. The minus. Bro. Oh, bro, it's lagging so bad. I can't... Okay, finally. Click F11 now. On Google.
Bro, this doesn't show the text.
It does.
It does on your screen?
It does, bro. Don't worry about it. It doesn't show the text when you're doing that. But, like, see, bro, you're doing it right now.
Hold on, let me see on my iPad. Wait, let me see on my iPad. Am I actually streaming?
No,
I am live.
but, like, see, bro, you're doing it right now.
I am doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I don't see global tropical wind.
I hear myself.
Huh?
I hear myself.
Me too.
Well, I'm gonna post it in the Discord. Give me a second.
Yeah. I don't see global tropical wind. Huh? Me too. All right. Me too.
Alright, we need to go business mode, bro.
I think you should stop. I think you should exit out on your iPad. So I can literally hear that echo. It's kind of annoying me.
Oh, wait, you can?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Wow.
on your iPad instead of on your computer?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Hello. Do
All
we
right, come
have
on.
any do we have any members in the chat?
No.
The algorithm ain't working.
No. How about we do Hurricane Dave? Just leave it here.
I mean,
No. I don't have anything in the chat, and I don't have a viewer.
no. There's one viewer.
It's me.
All right, this is Hurricane Prapiroon. It is nearing
On radar.
It's nearing landfall in the Gulf of Tonkin right now.
Yeah, that thing demolished. It's about to head for Vietnam. It's not gonna hit Cambodia. I hope.
Yeah, it's heading. It's heading
Northwest.
It's heading northwestward. So I imagine the.
So it hit Vietnam already.
Yeah,
And I think little bits of
Yeah, I believe it's gonna be a landfall probably around the the Vietnam China border, I believe. Let me check the JTWC forecast. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, the JTWC is calling for a landfall just around that border, and it's about right here right now, the center. So we're probably gonna see probably a landfall right here. So something the JTWC marked that is pretty odd is that it had it curving back southwest, and the GFS continued this, had it moving towards Hanoi, and then curving back north and like sort of joining with Gamey, but I'm not sure that's the most reliable model, really.
Well, let's check Doppler radar. See.
Because they do like some of that stuff.
Check the temperature of the hurricane.
We can check windy.com and then I'll pull up a Doppler radar.
Maybe you should just keep like tabs of like
All right, here.
You know.
All right, so this is
yeah.
the live
Keep it. Hold on. I'm a lucky shot.
Can you see my map? Wait, no. Can you see my
I
map?
can. No, I can't.
Okay, whatever. Hold on.
Well, I can see it. I can see it on your share screen.
Okay, so what we're tracking here, so it had a complete landfall on Hainan. It came out with a pretty nice eye wall and an eye covered under all of that, but it seems like land is starting to get to it. There are extremely high sea surface temperatures in the Gulf of Tonkin, which is this between Hainan and the northern part of Vietnam. It has very warm sea surface temperatures, but there is slight wind shear, and you can see some indicators of that. You can see some storms firing up around here.
I'm saying like wind shear. Yes. I have a feeling it's like gonna weaken the storm a little bit, and probably turn into a tropical storm.
I'm sort of expecting a little bit of strengthening along this path, but as it starts getting close to the land, like right here, it's gonna start hitting some really intense wind shear. But that could probably be worse for Vietnam at some points in China, because something that happens with the brown ocean effect, where like it would fire up a bunch of convection with right as it's making landfall or right over land. We saw it with 92L in the Atlantic, which was very close to becoming a tropical depression. Actually, it fired up convection over land and ended up killing 2 during the because of rip currents. But as this goes here, we might see a bunch of blow-ups because the wind shear's from the northeastern side. So we'll see blow-ups over Vietnam, and as this moves south, we might see some blow-ups getting into Laos, maybe, like really
Well,
northeastern
but not
Laos. And then as this curves
it
back
can't
north,
hit.
we'll probably just see it lose all of its convection as it gets into China.
I don't think it's gonna be able to reach Cambodia as the winds here
Likely not,
weakens it.
unless it has some sort of like huge burst on like
But
the
like,
very southwestern side.
I think only a little bit will hit Cambodia, but like it like won't be as bad.
The most they'll get is
like
rain
Vietnam.
bands. The most they'll get is rain bands, which won't be that bad. But the something that I wanted to talk about was I'll use this in my mouth. These little cells right here. This could cause a lot of tornado threats in China right now. We're seeing like little cells pop up. That might even be a hook echo right there. But we're seeing a lot of storms pop up here. This is a pretty severe tornado threat for southwestern China here. Like, and this is the eye, obviously. And these rain bands are probably gonna get into Vietnam soon, but
like I think it will cause a lot of damage to like Hanoi, but it's not gonna be it won't be as bad in South Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City. Maybe a little bit of Da Nang, maybe. But as far as I see, Da Nang will most likely not be hit.
And Hainan has seen the worst. I mean, some parts of it are getting the southeastern eye wall, but that is the weaker side. Thankfully, that's the weaker side of the eye wall. The strongest is the western side. I mean, you're still going to get a bunch of rain bands likely, but since this system is so like lopsided, that's what kind of halted its strengthening. This and wind shear, it sort of halted its strengthening. I only expected a 45-mile-an-hour peak. It kind of consolidated and got a couple bursts of convection, which is why it's a hurricane right now. But we are seeing a very lopsided system on the western side. This is going to be a very wet system. Even windy's picking up 17 millimeters. Yeah, this could be a very wet system. This could cause lots of damage in Vietnam, parts of Laos, and China.
It's gonna hit Hanoi. There's no doubt.
It's either gonna make landfall. It's likely gonna make landfall in right here, like along the border of Vietnam and China.
Yeah,
and then of course we talked about the possibility of it curving back southwest and inflicting
Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar. It could. But I think the wind shear might
the wind shear
might slow down.
I extremely doubt this comes back into the Gulf of Tonkin and regenerates, because the wind shear is gonna get stronger. But
dude, I just realized this isn't even a hurricane.
How much longer do you need, Bob?
I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes.
I'm ready to go to bed. So, at 11, please. Okay? I have to work tomorrow. Or can you do this from your bedroom?
I'll pull up.
Anyways,
I'll pull up the GFS run.
All right, but I kind of need this map, but okay. But this isn't even a hurricane. This is a typhoon. But in the U.S., this is a hurricane.
It's a hurricane equivalent storm. I mean, the GFS did predict strengthening, but of course it has that weakening right before landfall, and then it has that curving back southwest, and you see that heavy rainfall on that.
Yeah, but
I think that eye wall. And then you can see the brown ocean effect I was talking about. The huge possibility.
There's kind of no that won't hit Vietnam. I think it's for sure that it's gonna for sure.
I mean, they're already getting impacts now. It's
Hanoi isn't even the storm. Isn't even the storm yet. It hasn't even got rain.
The GFS probably has the most logical run right now, because it predicted the wrapping and then just the weakening because of the shear. Let me pull up the shear here. So let me. Oh wait, shoot.
There's kind of no doubt that it won't hit Hanoi. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you can see this because there's. You can see all the shear. Cause you see, this somehow got into very favorable conditions. It wasn't the exact path it needed to strengthen. You can see that pressure drop on the GFS. I didn't mean to drop sound, but it predicted that strengthening. But then of course it weakened. But then it predicted the re-strengthening. But then you see the south the the northeasterly shear. It kills it, and then even if you go
It
on
might
like,
weaken before it even makes.
yeah, it's likely.
It might weaken before it even.
There could be a little bit of strengthening right now,
It does.
but we are seeing the
It
eye
could
wall
be
collapse a little bit.
It could be a tropical depression before it makes the landfall, before it reaches Hanoi.
It's very possible.
But
I mean, the JTWC only predicted about, but we don't want to downplay the system at all. Oh, this is a new cone, but they're predicting like a 50-knot landfall, so like 55 miles an hour, 60 mile an hour, which is probably likely. It's likely a typhoon right now. I'm pretty sure the JMA is going typhoon. JTWC hasn't picked up on that. But and then of course it's still showing that curve back. It's the 20 knots thing. This big drop right here may not be very likely because we'll also see the brown ocean effect. I imagine at least tropical depression winds are still going to be going on in that, and then as it curves back and then up into China. And if you would excuse me, I have to go to the rest. If you excuse me, I have to go to the restroom.
All right, I'm just gonna say this stuff. I can't change the screen and all, but it's not gonna have a full track force for noise. There's no doubt, lingering doubt. But it will impact the Hanoi a little bit. Sorry for the inconvenience.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Can hear you.
All right, let's zoom out here. Pull up the infrared imagery.
Doppler radar.
This is the IR. Yeah, you can see the bunch of rain bands here. These are some of the rain bands are starting to hit Hanoi. And of course, see those wind shear indicators along this line here.
Yeah, but it's most likely gonna be a tropical depression when it's eye. Well, I don't even think it has an eye, but this looks like a tropical storm.
It's likely going to be a tropical storm, actually. I don't think it'll weaken that fast. Because it is kind of a well-structured system, so I would doubt it weakens that fast, but
pretty organized.
I bet it weakens to a tropical storm.
It's not too organized, but it's organized.
It has a nice structure on IR, you saw that. And it definitely looked better earlier, but it's because the weakening phase has likely begun. We're starting to see this side kind of deteriorate here. You see this? And this angle right here. So wind shear is obviously hitting it. You see this big burst to the north kind of fall apart. But
Like most typhoons, hurricanes go west.
Well, it's the trade winds.
Only in the eastern Pacific it goes east.
but west and east.
Well,
Yeah,
west it doesn't go east. I wonder what hurricanes in the Indian Ocean are called. Cyclones, I think.
yeah, they're cyclones.
Yeah, but in the Pacific it's called typhoons. Well, Western Pacific, Eastern Pacific is called hurricanes. I wonder if a hurricane has ever hit Alaska before.
Oh, any are almost did.
Yeah, but yeah, these tracks can reach all the way to Canada. But like right now, we're focusing on
Prapiroon.
it should have like a hurricane warning. Well, I mean,
Yeah, there are.
so right
There's
now it's
watches up, I
issued.
think.
Right now it's issued as a tropical storm.
It's likely a
Force.
hurricane right now. I mean, JMA is gone with hurricane force winds. So
Well, this is high non meteorological service saying that. So HMS says that. So is the Hong Kong Observatory, Vietnam Meteorological and Hydrological Administration, and also Japan Meteorological Agency.
I mean,
But right now
it really doesn't have a lot of
it
dry
right
air in its path. But
so it should like very humid. It's gonna high Haiphong. Well, it should hit high Haiphong if I'm not wrong, but it could make like an interesting turn. But it will most likely not.
like the
It's
center could
heading
just
for
go here. The center could just make landfall and instantly die out. It depends how much wind shear will impact the core. I mean, this isn't the best signs for Prapiroon. I mean, good for the people, but not for Prapiroon, because we're already seeing the eastern side start to deteriorate, which is where the wind shear is coming from.
my family in Vietnam, Cambodia will definitely not get impacted by this.
It's all on the
Well, they
northern
shouldn't.
side, the northern and China side.
It's not guaranteed, but they shouldn't get hit.
You do see an anticyclone right here. This might be dry air that might be coming to impact it. It is moving quite fast. I mean, this could impact it, but by the time it has already made its turn, maybe and maybe like the remnants of it are over China right now, or over China by that time it hits it. But I don't know.
It might be a tropical storm. It could be a tropical storm when it hits Hanoi, but after it hits Hanoi, I'm expecting a tropical depression.
Yeah, it's likely gonna weaken fast. I mean, with all the
But
equivalent
like
of
it could.
like wind shear, land interaction, and dry air should all kill it very quickly. And that's why I
Yes,
even doubt
but right
it
now
makes the full turn.
really, and it's really humid.
Oh yeah, and you're also seeing this start to set in right here, which by the time it gets here, this is going to impact its western side. That should take away the brown ocean effects burst.
Yeah, but like Beryl, I don't know why I'm adding Beryl to this, but Beryl, like it's kind of like doing the same thing. Like Beryl was kind of like it's kind of like for some reason I feel like it's kind of like Prapiroon, whatever, however you say it. But like Beryl is more organized.
Yeah, but
Like this typhoon is organized.
because this doesn't have a well-defined enough outflow to fight everything. Because we're already seeing the northern China start to deteriorate. We didn't see that with Beryl.
Like I like don't see an eye for some
But
reason. I check my radar. I don't see an eye.
But I don't think it's right that you compare other storms to it, because Beryl was like a one-of-a-kind storm. It really was.
Yeah, it was kind of one of the. It was like. It was just like one of the strong. It could be the strongest storm of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season.
We should have.
But yeah.
we should have visible satellite imagery now. I believe. Yeah, it's daytime in the Western Pacific. Here we go.
Yeah.
We got true
So
color
people
on
from what? People from
Prapiroon.
Hanoi should watch this, but I'm expecting people from Hanoi wouldn't understand.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing
Cause
the wind shear indicators. We're also they're also it also might be getting a little bit of westerly shear from Gamey, but because Gamey is a huge storm, and there's this little burst. I think that has a little bit of. I think that's just monsoonal, but that might be attacking the southern side.
Cambodia, so Cambodia will probably not get hit by this. Laos maybe a little bit northwest of it, but it might weaken out before it even hits Laos. It could reach Thailand.
And Thailand could have a little bit of impact, especially if it does that complete curve back and has a big burst over here, like way north eastern Thailand. Maybe should monitor it but mostly just for like a lot of rainfall. I don't think winds will be a problem by then. A lot of rainfall and tornadoes might be a threat there.
Yeah, tornadoes. Yeah, we don't like.
Because I already discussed the tornado threat in northern China.
Sometimes we want to track for those.
In southern China. I don't think there's any tornado warnings up, but it's definitely a threat, especially with these rain bands that are about to come on shore. Well, that are coming on shore right now.
Like we it's not like we only track. We don't only track You already know. We don't only track hurricanes, typhoons, cyclones.
For some reason, the Indian Meteorological Association marked a tropical depression in the Bay of Bengal, but that was mostly just monsoonal low thing.
It's probably like their radars don't get enough.
No, it's just they just thought it was a tropical depression, but no, it was just a monsoonal low. It wasn't. And they used an unreliable source to see that it was a closed circulation, so it wasn't a tropical depression.
Yeah, their source is probably wrong. I'm not trying to say it isn't wrong. It's probably wrong.
Oh, and we'll probably see some of this monsoonal stuff maybe spark a little bit.
It's like that sounds like a whole entire opinion. Like it doesn't even seem like they even looked at it. Like it feels like they barely even.
We aren't trying to disrespect their meteorological organization.
I'm not trying to discriminate.
Or be disrespectful.
But India, I don't think their radars are far enough.
Well, that's a little far-fetched. I think they just thought it was a tropical depression, although it was monsoonal low. But
that's their opinion.
But using OceanSat 3 is not a very smart decision.
Yeah, but like, you know, the Indian Ocean should get like it's like very humid. It's like humid enough, right? Say Prapiroon was in there, it would have got like a lot of humidity, and it probably would be a category 3 at most.
And also,
if it wasn't.
And before we end stream, let's look at some of the other threats right now in the Western Pacific. This tropical storm Gamey, it's getting sheared pretty heavily, like I expected.
That's gonna be included, but like, how come Latuya Bay has the tallest tsunami but not the worst tsunami?
Probably because Japan prepared. Well, no, because they prepared. Because it was in Alaska.
I really feel bad for. I feel bad for people that was affected by the Indian Ocean tsunami.
Bangladesh one.
But 20 years been by. 20 years been by now.
Okay, so this is Gamey. It's getting heavily sheared. You can see the shear coming here. It's surviving off convection bursts, but
yeah, but let me the Indian Ocean, like It was in December, but like that's the south. I think that's south of the equator.
And we'll likely be doing live coverage on Gamey eventually as it moves towards Taiwan because there's a possible major typhoon threat for Taiwan and China and maybe some of the Ryukyu Islands and Okinawa maybe.
Like for some reason, I kind of see like two storms, man. I see two storms. One that is because it's but like it looks like there's one hitting the Philippines right now.
No, it's just
A
I think that's
typhoon.
just monsoonal. Let me check the 850 milliwatts. What's the 850 mil? Let me check this on the in credits to this website. You can see the URL here. Strong tropical wave. Just waiting for it to load.
That's the Atlantic.
I know. See if I can load. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's just monsoonal. It doesn't have anything associated with it. Here you can see this. There's also, this is 93W. If I go back to the
Wait,
weather, you can see
that's not a
93W
monsoon.
here. No, that
See, that's
93W.
not a monsoon.
Not
That's a
93.
that's
What?
that. I think that's an actual typhoon.
What, Gamey?
Yeah, I hear you.
Is Gamey official now? What was that?
Nothing.
I
But
don't know.
what? What'd you say?
So this is 93W right here.
Should we track that next? Should we like do a tomorrow maybe?
But by the time it gets to Taiwan, well, this is 93W. It's very weak. Looked better yesterday. I had very defined circulation a couple days ago, and a lot of convection bursts. But now it's just getting consumed by Gamey because of how big Gamey is. For some reason, the GFS model wanted it to form, so the JTWC marked it. It's likely not going to form. Well, almost 100% not going to form anymore, because Gamey is going to eat it, likely. And it's all of its convection is literally over here in the centers right there. All right, let's go look at 94W. This is the
94W is also is
this is
is
the last thing we're
Prapiroon.
going to look at before we're going to end the stream. This is 94W. You can see shear getting inflicted by Gamey right here. Kind of dealing with it pretty well. It looks pretty good on satellite. It is getting sheared. I mean, this system might have a little bit of chance. GFS has been trending it quite a bit to maybe form just after Gamey. Shear conditions aren't exactly favorable, but if it keeps the way it's looking right now, it could do okay. It's developing a circulation. You can see some of that mid latitude rotation right here. That's really all it's doing. It just have a lot of convection bursts.
So I think we're about to close the stream.
Yep, that's
we're gonna take like a few looks at this before we close this stream.
We might do a couple. We might do another stream early tomorrow to track the tornado threats in Asia because of Prapiroon.
Or we might track two at once. I might do you could do like Miami or something, and I'll like do.
So that's everything. We're gonna be closing stream for today. So thank you and goodbye. Thank you.